Once upon a time, there lived a powerful and proud king. He ruled a vast kingdom and was known for his sharp mind, but also for his cruelty. The king enjoyed testing people with difficult questions, and if anyone failed to answer correctly, they would lose their life. One day, the king summoned his most trusted minister and said in a cold voice, "I will ask you 2 questions. If you answer them correctly, you will live. But if you fail, I will cut off your head." The minister trembled, but he nodded. The king asked, "What is the one thing that a lie can never become truth, and truth can never become a lie?" The second question. He asked, "What is the most valuable thing in life?" The minister was shocked. He had never heard questions like these before. He begged the king for time, and the king granted him 1 year to find the answers. A lifetime of searching for the next year, the minister traveled far and wide. He visited scholars, priests, philosophers, and wise men. Some gave long explanations, some spoke in riddles, some argued among themselves, but none of the answers satisfied the minister. Time passed quickly, and the final day arrived. Heartbroken and hopeless, the minister walked through a small village thinking this would be his last journey. There, he saw a simple farmer cutting crops in his field, calm and focused, as if he had no worries in the world. The minister stopped and thought, "I have asked kings and scholars. What harm is there in asking a farmer?" The minister approached the farmer and greeted him respectfully. "Brother," he said, "I am in great trouble. May I ask you 2 questions?" The farmer smiled and replied, "I am only a farmer, but ask. Wisdom does not belong only to palaces." The minister asked the first question. "What is the one thing that a lie can never be truth, and truth can never be a lie?" The farmer did not hesitate. He answered calmly, "Death." The minister was stunned. The farmer explained, "People may lie about many things: wealth, power, love, but death is the ultimate truth. It can never be a lie, and a lie can never become it. Every living soul must face it." The minister felt hope for the first time. The second question. Then the minister asked, "What is the most valuable thing in life?" The farmer looked at him deeply and said, "I will answer, but first you must do something." The minister, desperate to save his life, agreed. The farmer pointed toward a muddy pot near his dog's shelter and said, "If you drink water from this pot, only then I will answer this question." The minister felt insulted and ashamed. A man who once stood beside a king was being tested by a farmer. But then he realized his pride had already brought him to the edge of death. As he was about to drink, the farmer stopped him and said, "Enough, you don't need to do it." The farmer smiled and said, "The most valuable thing in life is purpose. Without purpose, a king is no better than a beggar. Without purpose, knowledge is useless. Without purpose, pride destroys a man. You were ready to lose your dignity to save your life because your purpose was to live." The minister's face fills with relief and happiness, and a peaceful smile appears. The minister joins his hands respectfully, thanking the farmer with deep gratitude. Later, the minister returned to the palace and answered both questions. The king was silent for a long time. Then he stood up and said, "Today, I learned that wisdom does not live only in crowns, and that purpose is greater than power." The king spared the minister's life, and from that day on, he ruled with humility. If this story touched your heart, please like, share it with others, and subscribe to support us.